You know, people make me confused, frustrated, and angry. Not angry in a I want to hurt them kind of way. It's just a lot of frustration towards these people. Most of you may have seen recently a video about a rant. There have been tons of people talking about their opinions of it. It's been on the news. The Young Turks even got it, which means it's really old. So I think it's safe for me to put a final thought on it, you know? This is the end of that. You know, this is it. She made a rant. I'm going to go over the structure of this rant real quick for you guys. She started by saying that she is entitled to be in that school. It's a privilege to be in UCLA, and that the Asian students that go there do not deserve to be there. She said that. Now, she didn't say those words exactly, but she implied it by saying they let hordes of these Asian students in here. Then she tries to make up for it by saying, and that's fine, but if it was fine, you probably wouldn't mention it. So I guess you don't think it's fine. So pick a side, all right? Next, she goes on to talk about how they have their family come up. Obviously, she's not used to having family that wants to be around her because she's a terrible, horrible person that her parents are ecstatic to have outside of their lives, and they don't do anything to get any more contact than what is absolutely needed with this horrible scumbag that they unfortunately have to call a daughter, a sister, or just a sibling. I feel bad for all of her friends. I feel bad for her family. I feel bad for people that even just know her. I feel bad for the college. I feel bad for the labels that she was wearing at the time. I feel bad for the people that made the dye that she used to dye her hair. I feel bad for the people that made the oil that she used to give herself that fake tan. I feel bad for the silicone company that funded her fake tits. I feel bad for those people because now they're associated with that filth. That filth that had the audacity to go on a public forum and disgrace an entire culture and make fun of people for their heritage because they did one thing that she didn't like. Now suddenly every single Asian in that school is not worthy of going there because it's the same school as her. A lot of people think that it's because she's racist. They think it was a racist rant. Yes, it has racist implications. Yes, it's very racist in the mindset. But that isn't why she did it, believe it or not. She probably actually isn't racist because she doesn't harbor enough of a brain to process hatred. She only processes reactions. She doesn't think. She doesn't do that. She just reacts. It's a real mystery to me that she, one, could get through high school by just reacting. But then I realized that you can get through high school with all C's and then go to college. So I think that that's what she did. And she probably still holds that C average as tight as she can, sometimes getting a D or maybe even getting a B and getting real proud of herself. It's not because she's stupid. It's because she doesn't think. You can be very intelligent but never think. As they say, a mind is a horrible thing to waste. And that's what she's doing. She's wasting any and all brain that she may or may not have by not using it. She reacted to a situation. It was negative. She was in the library. She was trying to do something. People kept interrupting her. Just so happened to be Asians on the phone talking to their families that were hit by a tsunami. I think that the people that were hit by a natural disaster kind of take priority over you, okay? I don't care how pretty you are. You don't come first sometimes, all right? It's this whole mentality of not only people in America, it's people all over the world, people that are pretty, people that are attractive, people that are successful. They have this sense of entitlement. Some of them, it's only within their fields. Some of them, it's only within their school if they're the big kid on campus. But they aren't so much at home. But then there's people like her. She takes it to the next level. She doesn't separate that where she's this one way at school and then she's another way at home where she's like the real person, but she has this fake personality that she uses to get attention. But she doesn't separate that. That's because there is no other side to her. She is always that scummy. She just never made a video until now. You can tell that this is exactly how she's like because she says, you know I'm not a politically correct person. She pretends that everyone who's going to be watching this video knows who she is because she thinks that everybody everywhere knows her because it's her world. It's not Earth. It's her. We live on her. We live on her bills. We don't pay mortgage. We pay her taxes because she owns the world. So everybody knows who she is. And everybody has to tolerate the bullshit that she spews out of her disgusting mouth. It's even worse that she dyed her hair blonde. Because I don't know if she was a brunette or she had black hair, if she was a redhead. But I also feel bad for any and all people that are of her natural hair color and blondes. But blondes already have a bad reputation. She's just not helping your bad reputation. But now she's kind of shitting on other people's hair colors. Is there any need to bring the rest of the world down with you, woman? Really? I just don't understand why these people that are attractive to a majority of the people that they meet can't just find someone who treats them nice and shut up and talk to them. Make this rant to them, not to the world. You'd think that somebody that's attractive to the average populace, and I'm only saying this because of my assumption that someone who's blonde and tanned and has big boobs is probably attractive to somebody, because that's pretty much the standard of what people find attractive. I'm pretty sure that if I was to go and ask someone, hey, would you bang that? They'd probably go, yeah. Well, if that's the case, then there's probably somebody somewhere that will actually not only bang her, but they'll actually treat her to a good relationship too. Why can't you just do that with them? Don't you have friends? I'm sure that you make fun of people and say that they don't have any friends and all they do is hang out in their basements all day. And okay, what about people like you? People that go to these public places and make gigantic ass hats out of themselves and expect everyone to just accept it because that's just the way they are. Well, guess what? You may have the freedom to say whatever you want, but you're not allowed to judge another culture, and it isn't your place to tell us whether or not we are worthy to be places or have things. This country wasn't founded because we wanted some blonde, ditzy bitch to tell us what's okay and what's not okay based on what they think. We were built on freedom. That's what brings people here. People from all over the world. They come here so that they can have the freedom to be what they want to be and have the resources to make it happen. Not many of them were rich. Not many of them had any money at all. Some of them are very poor. Some of them are third world. And they come here because they want a chance at life. They come here because they want to work and be rewarded for their work. They want to grow in a place that not only rewards them for their growth, but helps them grow. And then they can be whatever they want. They came here for that. They didn't come here to please you. You feel me? It feels like that's very common on the internet too, you know. People only do things to please me, so I have to tell them whether I like it or not. Now, there's a fine line here. You can go watch a video you don't like and let the person who made the video know that you don't like it and why. And if they respond with, well, then don't watch it, you can respond with, then don't put it on a public fucking site. If you don't want to hear the public's opinions on your fucking video, don't release it to the public. I don't want people to see my junk, so I don't walk around naked. You get it? Do you fucking get it? Which brings me back to this Blondie chick. Fake blonde, fake personality, fake everything. It's disgusting how fake she is. And even though she's that fake, the real her shines right through, you know what I mean? You could just see right into her soul, which is as tainted as her sunburned skin. Yes, that's all that a tan is. A burn. A burn that's almost permanent. That's pretty to people. People need to wake up. They just need to open up their eyes and look at the world and think about it. Don't look at the world and react. Don't look at the world and talk. Don't look at the world and blink. Look at the world and think. Look at the sky and think. Stop texting people. Think. Don't just type to people all on the internet because they signed on so you could talk to them. Why don't you sit there and think about people? Do you ever think about anyone? Has anyone ever asked themselves this question? I think that everybody who watches this video should ask themselves this question. Do I ever think about people, or do I just talk to them? Because if you don't think about people, what are you doing? You know, just think about it. Think with me for a moment. If you're talking to people, but you never think about the person, do they even matter to you? Do you even need someone to talk to? I mean, you could just talk to anything if you're not even going to think about it. You know what I mean? Food for thought. I felt that I would leave you guys with something philosophical after that gigantic rant of comedic and serious at the same time proportions and intentions. I hope that people will learn a lesson about themselves and about society from this video, because there are countless more people like her that are almost smart enough to not make their opinions public. So you may be asking, what's the moral of this story, Drewox? Well, if you don't know by now, you probably weren't listening, so I'll just tell you. People say you should be yourself, and that's true. But if you're a piece of shit, maybe you should be somewhere else. Maybe you should just leave us out of it, you know? Leave us out of your life. Be disgusting. Be horrible. Be intolerant. Alone. As one song once said, be yourself by yourself. Stay away from me. That is the final thought on the UCLA rant about Asians in the library. Alexandra Wallace, I am going to use your name because it's public knowledge now. It is public domain, and I can say your name in this video because it's too late. It's too late for you now. You made a mistake. And unlike people that make mistakes along the lines of dropping some milk, spilling some salt, knocking over that expensive vase, or even just insulting the wrong person, you will not be forgiven. Congratulations. You've let the world know who you are, and I hope that you're ready to deal with the consequences, because you can't fuck your way out of this one.